right, fans, this is Adam Presswood, still battling the same lost voice as before, but we are just seconds away from the senior night spotlight for Ellsbury's boys. The girls went last night. So for those of you who have tuned in a little early, we do have our camera parked at half court, and I do want to try and bring you as much of that as possible. I will not talk through it. I'll leave the mics on so that you can hear, hopefully, any announcements that are made. And I will just respectfully remain quiet as our senior boys and their parents are brought out front and center. All right, fans, I hope you were able to appreciate at least some of these senior festivities. I don't know how much audio reached you, but I wanted to give as much attention out there to half court as possible. This is Adam Presswood. I'm a solo act tonight, although I do have a young student who's agreed to stand in as my cameraman. I appreciate that. Very quickly, with about 7.5 minutes remaining in warm-ups, I'm going to go ahead and start with the announcement of lineups, not necessarily starters, but full rosters. Mark Twain, and I have last names only, I apologize for that. Mark Twain, coached by Coach McCann, will send out number 1, Grossman, number 12, Spoonhour, number 20, Barton, number 10, Caldwell, number 15, Peters, first initial C, number 23, McLeod, number 24, Eckler, number 30, Neff, number 35, Bridges, number 44, Epperson, and number 42, Peters again, this time first initial G, I'm assuming brothers or cousins. Pardon me. This has been a rough week with all of the flu going around. I have not fully gotten it. I've fought it off, but it has attacked my throat. For Ellsbury, Coach Twellman will send out in some form or fashion number 2, Nathan Reed, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 4, Stephen Bodeker, a 5'11 junior guard. Number 10, Michael Kelly, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 11, Josh Jerkowski, a 6-foot 1-inch senior guard. Number 12, Derek Taylor, a 6-foot 3-inch junior guard and forward. Number 22, Gabriel Hill, a 6-foot 4-inch freshman forward. Number 24, Jake Reimel, a 6-foot sophomore guard and forward. Number 44, Garrick Hill, a 6-foot 6-inch junior forward. And number 54, Trevor Anthony, a 6-foot 6-inch junior forward. The Indians are coached by Chad Twellman. Andrew Hopkins is the assistant coach. The managers are Sammy Chapman, Mackenzie Johnson, and Lauren Eberhardt. So with about 5.5 remaining before tip-off, I am going to cut away and run a few messages from some of our sponsors. We'll be back in a few. You're listening to the Indian Sports Network.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better health care. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, fans, it looks like we're set. The first 8 minutes have been put on the clock, and we're about to see who Mark Twain sends out as their starters. The Ellsbury band, under the direction of Rebecca Cooper, has just nailed it all night long. All right, number 20, Barton, will start for Mark Twain, as will number 24, Eckler. Number 30, Neff. Number 42, Grant Peters. And number 44, Epperson. For Ellsbury, Michael Kelly, senior, number 10. Senior, Josh Drakowski, number 11. Number 12, Derek Taylor, a junior. Number 44, Garrick Hill. And number 54, Trevor Anthony. All right, Trevor Anthony will be jumping against Grant Peters to start things off. That looks about like an even match. In fact, Peters might have an inch or so on Trevor Anthony. And just like that, Mark Twain controls the tip-off, and they have it in the back court. There's a pass into the high post. They kick it back out. Mark Twain wanted the three. Instead, there's the bounce pass into the low post. To the glass goes Mark Twain, and it's good. That was number 24, Eckler. And it's 2-0 Mark Twain early. Michael Kelly couldn't get the three ball to drop. Derek Taylor has the rebound, but loses it out of bounds. Last touched by Mark Twain, apparently, so we'll get it back. Or was it? Yes. A little bit of confusion there as Drakowski went to inbound, and they're going to do Taylor instead. There's the pass into Trevor Anthony, and Ellsbury kicks it back out and start things over along the perimeter. There's a huge lob to Josh Drakowski that sent him and the ball out of bounds. You will notice, or possibly so, the pink being worn tonight. That is for Ann's Army, Ellsbury's business manager, who is battling breast cancer. Mark Twain goes to the glass again. The layup rattles in, and they're up 4-0. Derek Taylor to Garrick Hill. Hill goes all the way in and gets it to roll in off the front of the rim barely, but barely counts. We'll take it. 4-2. Mark Twain with the baseline drive. And they kick it out for the three, which is no good. Rebounded by Jerkowski. Jerkowski for three, off the rim, rebounded by Mark Twain. Mark Twain off the glass, this time it doesn't fall. Derek Taylor with the rebound, the cross-court pass to Trevor Anthony. Anthony's layup doesn't fall, he's fouled from behind. That's on number 24, Eckler, his first. The score still 4-2, just over 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. And I promise fans to go through the lifesavers and the cough drops all weekend so that next week, during the two games that we bring to you, I sound a little healthier. Trevor Anthony sinks the first, and it's 4-3. And the next one shakes its way inside as well. We're tied at 4 apiece. Mark Twain at the top of the key. Jerkowski with a little bit of bump that he got away with there. And now there's the baseline drive by Mark Twain. Out of bounds. Ellsbury gets it. I didn't see that, but that's why I don't wear stripes. Hill inbounds to Taylor in the backcourt. Taylor slows things down a little bit. There's the pass to Jerkowski over on the left side. Jerkowski gives it back. Taylor inside to Hill. Hill can't get it to fall, but he's fouled. Beautiful ball movement by Ellsbury on that one. And that's on number 44, Epperson, his first. Mark Twain's second. Hill makes the first. That gives Ellsbury their first lead. It's 5-4. Hill's next one rattles out. It stays a 1-point Ellsbury lead. Mark Twain all the way in. The shot falls. That was number 24, Eckler. Trevor Anthony kicks it back out to Derek Taylor near the top of the key. Taylor steps way back and then passes left to Michael Kelly, who gives it back. Now Taylor dribbles just inside and loses it to Eckler. And there is Taylor called with the foul. The push from behind. Taylor's first, Ellsbury's first. Nathan Reed has checked in for Ellsbury. Jerkowski takes a seat. Barton now dribbles into the double team and loses it to Derek Taylor. Taylor, the long pass intended for Michael Kelly. Barton gets it back. He's double teamed again. Hill gets it away. And Nathan Reed with the layup off of the feed from Hill makes it 7-6. The bounce pass intended for Epperson is out of bounds as Stephen Bodeker comes in for Michael Kelly. Reed with the no-look pass, and now it's back in his hands. The three, or what would have been a long two, is off the rim. We've got a whistle down underneath on the rebound. That's on number 24, Eckler, as number 1, Grossman checks in for Mark Twain. Eckler takes a seat. Bodeker with the pass to Reed. Reed for three. This one misses as well. Mark Twain has the rebound. Epperson posts up, and the shot is good. 8-7 Mark Twain. Reed from the key, buries it. 10-8 now in Ellsbury's favor. Oh, Mark Twain holds on barely, and there's the baseline drive. Derek Taylor is called for the push, I believe. Hold up. Yes, Derek Taylor with his second, the team's second. And Michael Kelly comes in again, this time for Derek Taylor. Mark Twain way out there. And Nathan Reed knocks the pass out of bounds. It'll stay with Mark Twain, but a good job breaking up the momentum. And Barton looks to inbound and does to Grossman. Grossman's pass to Epperson is knocked out by Reed as well. Barton inbounds again, this time to Neff, who brings it across the timeline. He had to step way back there in order to have a chance at that one. Grossman with the cross-court pass to Barton, who hangs on. And now Grossman dribbles inside, faces a wall of white. And now the ball's on the floor. And Nathan Reed and Trevor Anthony have combined to force the jump ball that will go Ellsbury's way with 2:05 remaining in the first quarter. Reed drives the baseline, hands it off to Anthony. Anthony can't get it to go. Reed again, this time off the glass, can't get it to fall. And Mark Twain has it back. Barton for the long two. It's off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Reed. There's the pass to Bodeker. Bodeker now to Anthony. Anthony for three. Oh, it rims back out. That looked good when it left his hand. Epperson along the baseline, gets it into the hands of Grossman. Grossman off the glass is no good. Rebounded by Ellsbury. Here comes Garrick Hill into the high post and kicks it out to Reed for three. Reed nails it again, and it's 13-8. All right, Mark Twain to the glass, no good. 37.9 remaining. The lead 13-8 in Ellsbury's favor. Mark Twain with possession, and Barton will inbound at the timeline. He does, and finds Neff in the backcourt. Neff gives it right back. And now Barton dribbles all the way in. The shot falls, and it's 13-10. Michael Kelly all the way in and then gives it up. Ellsbury kicks it back outside. Jerkowski now with the bounce intended for Kelly. It's picked off by Mark Twain. Reed almost forced the turnover. To the glass goes McLeod, and it's good. Michael Kelly can't get it to fall. It's rebounded by Mark Twain at the buzzer, and the score is now 13-12. Only a 1-point Ellsbury lead. Will be back.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we're back with a fresh 8. And let's hope fresh legs. 13-12, Ellsbury over Mark Twain by 1. Ellsbury has sent out Kelly, Jerkowski, Taylor, Anthony, and Hill for the start of the second quarter. Barton with the bounce pass inside, intended for Peters. He got it, but then had to kick it right back out again. And now Epperson doesn't get the shot to fall. Neither does Peters. Mark Twain keeps possession, and they inbound barely. Epperson now along the baseline. This one falls, and it's 14-13. Mark Twain goes up by 1. Jerkowski at the top of the key finds Kelly over to his left. Kelly inside to Hill. Hill with a nice spin move, and the shot rolls in. It's 15-14. Eckler now on the outside. There's the bounce over to Barton on the left. Barton dribbles just inside and then steps back out. Mark Twain's fans are furious. I don't know that anything's quite as intentional as they believe. But at any rate, Mark Twain keeps possession, and the inbound down underneath. Peters off the glass, and he's fouled by Trevor Anthony. That's Trevor's first, Ellsbury's third, and it sends Peters to the line. Peters is good from the stripe. That gives Mark Twain a 2-point lead. Hill to Kelly. Kelly back to Taylor at the top of the key. And now Jerkowski for three. It's not going to fall. It does. That one surprised me. I thought it was a little off. But that gives Ellsbury a 1-point lead, 18-17, as Nathan Reed and Stephen Bodeker prepare to check back in. Epperson off the glass. It doesn't fall. Rebounded by Trevor Anthony with a little help from Taylor. Taylor with the pass to Jerkowski. It's nearly broken up by Mark Twain, but Ellsbury hangs on. Into Hill. Hill to the glass. No good. Derek Taylor wanted the tip in. Didn't happen. It's Mark Twain's basketball again. Mark Twain for two. That was number 30, Neff. He hung up there for a little while. It's 19-18. Mark Twain back on top. This game might be best described as a teeter-totter or a seesaw. Michael Kelly from the top of the key can't get the three to fall. All right, that was Eckler to the glass, giving Mark Twain their largest lead in a while. It's 21-8. They're now up by three. Jerkowski for three again. It's off the front. Rebounded by Kelly. Derek Taylor with possession, and Coach Twellman takes a timeout for Ellsbury. We'll be back in a few.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
.435 remaining in the first half. Mark Twain up 21-18. After the timeout, Ellsbury sends Hill, Jerkowski, Reed, Bodeker, and Jake Reimel into the game for the first time. He got a lot of minutes in the JV game just prior to this. Reed to the glass. Off the feed from Reimel. He hit the ground hard. The shot missed. Mark Twain on the baseline. They don't get it to fall either. And now Nathan Reed called for the offensive foul, which is a horrible, horrible call. And now Ellsbury gets hit with a technical, which is another horrible call. Mark Twain sinks the first. That's number 30, Neff. And he sinks the next one as well. It's 23-18. Mark Twain up by 5. Nathan Reed comes out. Michael Kelly goes in. Mark Twain now on the outside. Barton with the ball. And he gives it up to Peters. And now Neff on the outside to Eckler, into Epperson, who is sent to the floor. That one goes our way for a change. as Jake Reimel inbounds to Bodeker in the backcourt. Michael Kelly to Reimel to Bodeker. Bodeker for three. Oh, it looked good. It's no good, and now Michael Kelly over the back. His first, Ellsbury's sixth. Peters takes a few steps on his way to a bucket that was not to be. He draws the foul. That's on Jerkowski, his first. Peters hits the first. Derek Taylor comes in for Jake Reimel for Ellsbury. Peters misses the second. Hill has the rebound for Ellsbury. He gives it up to Taylor. Taylor to Jerkowski now. Jerkowski to Bodeker. And they do it all over again in reverse. There's the pass into Hill. He has nowhere to go. Jerkowski now from the top of the key. Clips Webbing, bringing Ellsbury back to within three. It's 21-24. 3 minutes left in the half. Peters all the way in, can't get it to fall. And now Hill to Kelly. A little too far, a little too much. It's out of bounds, nothing to say. Mark Twain gets it back with 2:46 remaining. Eckler now with the dangerous cross-court pass to Barton. Barton gives it up to Neff, and it's nearly stolen, but Mark Twain hangs on. There's the bounce into Epperson. Off the glass, can't get it to fall. Peters has the rebound, his putback doesn't fall, and here comes Garrick Hill for Ellsbury. It is knocked out of bounds by Barton, and we'll keep it on our end. Garrick Hill. Nice feed intended for Michael Kelly, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and Mark Twain has it back. Peters kicks it back out to Neff. Neff for three, and it's good. 27-21. Mark Twain back up by 6. Into Taylor at the high post. Taylor feeds Garrick Hill down underneath. He gets the bucket and the foul. That one is on number 42, Peters. It sends Hill to the line. He has a chance to bring this game a little bit closer. And he does. Ellsbury within 3. It's 27-24. Neff to Eckler on the outside. 1:18 remaining. Ellsbury with the steal. Here comes Trevor Anthony. Off the feed from Bodeker, and it's good. It's 27-26. Just over a minute left in the half. Eckler has it stolen away by Jerkowski. Another pass to Anthony. Anthony couldn't get the dunk down. He's fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Anthony hits the first, tying this game at 27 with 55.4 left in the first half. Jake Reimel set to check back in. Anthony misses the second, gets his rebound. Garrick Hill now to the glass, puts Ellsbury up by 2. And Eckler loses it in traffic, to say the least. Jerkowski for 3, no good. Rebounded by Mark Twain. Epperson hits the floor hard. There's another turnover, and Ellsbury has it back. 20 seconds left in the half. You can hear Coach Twellman hollering out, last shot. Or at least I can hear somebody hollering out, last shot. Garrick Hill gets it to fall, 31-27. There's the buzzer. The desperation shot doesn't fall, and we go to halftime. We'll be back in a few.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home, using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I could check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
All right, fans, back now with about a minute remaining before the start of the third quarter. If you're just joining us, the score 31-27 in favor of Ellsbury. It hasn't always been that wide open. Not that that's wide open. But for most of the second quarter, each team took turns leading by just 1 point. These are the kinds of games that will give a man an ulcer. All right, there's the buzzer. Ellsbury sends out Derek Taylor, Trevor Anthony, Garrick Hill, Josh Drakowski, and Michael Kelly. Mark Twain sends out Epperson, Peters, Barton, Neff, and I think that's Eckler over there in the corner. It is. And Mark Twain throws it away. Cross-court passes either work brilliantly or not at all. There doesn't seem to be a middle ground. And now Ellsbury has it back. Derek Taylor brings it up out of the backcourt and takes it all the way in himself. The shot doesn't fall. Mark Twain has the rebound courtesy of Barton, and now Neff brings it up. There's the bounce into Epperson. Epperson can't get it to fall. And it's briefly rebounded by Ellsbury, but Neff got a hand on it. Now Mark Twain to the glass. That's Peters. That's good for two. Closes the gap. It's 31-29. Taylor again. And again, he can't get it to fall. Epperson comes away with the rebound. Mark Twain for three. It's off the rim. Rebounded by Kelly. There's a dangerous pass to Drakowski, and Mark Twain picked it off. Neff gives it up to Epperson. Epperson has it knocked away, but we've got a whistle. That is on Trevor Anthony, his second, I believe. Yes. Epperson hits the first. It's a 1 point game. This is what I was getting used to back in the first. I thought we'd moved away from it a little bit, but I guess not. It stays a 1 point game. Epperson misses, but no, Peters has the rebound for Mark Twain. His putback doesn't fall. Hill comes away with it for Ellsbury, and now Taylor, off of the feed from Hill, runs it all the way down and puts Ellsbury back up by three. A little bit of sloppy ball movement by Mark Twain, but they do get the foul. That's on Drakowski. I think that's his second as well. Or no, it looks like they said Derek Taylor, his third. And it sends Eckler to the stripe where he misses the first. Stephen Bodeker comes in as Taylor takes a seat. Eckler makes the second, cuts the lead to two. Drakowski into Anthony at the high post. Anthony runs in and then kicks it back out to Michael Kelly. Kelly to the glass, no good. Rebounded by Peters for Mark Twain. There's a baseline drive by Mark Twain. Eckler doesn't get it to fall. I don't think that's the shot he was looking for, if he was looking for a shot at all. But he seemed to freeze down underneath. And now Ellsbury has possession again. Bodeker bounces it to Anthony at the high post. Anthony gives it back. And now Bodeker's return. Well, it's out of bounds, last touched by Ellsbury, and Mark Twain will get it back. There's the pass to Epperson over on the left side. He's just inside the perimeter. Cross-court pass to Neff. Neff for the three, and it's good. That puts Mark Twain back up by one, 34-33. Kelly with the bounce into Hill. Epperson knocks it away. Peters at the high post, takes it in. It's kind of a baby sky hook, for lack of a better word. It falls. 36-33, Mark Twain. Garrick Hill, the bounce to Trevor Anthony. It's out of bounds. Ellsbury will keep it as Nathan Reed comes back in. He's been sitting since that technical foul. There's the inbounds pass to Bodeker. Bodeker dribbles in and then kicks it out. No, the pass to Reed is stolen. Eckler gets around him and lays it in to put Mark Twain up 38-33. Jerkowski now on the outside for the Indians. There's the pass into Anthony at the high post. Anthony takes it all the way in, banks it in for two. Neff with the lob into Peters. Peters with the turnaround hook, and it's good, 40-35. Bodeker runs the baseline, hands it over to Anthony. Trevor gets it to fall. That keeps Ellsbury within three. And now Neff hands it off to Eckler over on the right side. Eckler gives it right back. And there's a Mark Twain turnover. Jerkowski to Garrick Hill. Hill can't get the layup to fall, and Mark Twain comes away with it. No, there's the steal by Bodeker. Jerkowski, Bodeker for three. Nailed it! Yes, sir. Bodeker just tied this game at 40. Epperson loses it on the baseline. Here comes Ellsbury. Jerkowski off the feed from Hill. It doesn't fall. Bodeker has it. And now Nathan Reed dribbles all the way in. The layup doesn't fall. He went in with his head down, laid it in too soon. Neff misses. Bodeker with the rebound, and now Nathan Reed and Trevor Anthony. No, Reed brings it out of the backcourt himself. He takes it all the way in. Another sloppy shot attempt, and Reed called for another charge, his second of the game. I don't mean to be critical. Nathan Reed is an awesome basketball player, but his shot selection so far tonight has left a little bit to be desired, and now we've got a timeout taken, and we'll be back.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, See People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
A minute 31 remaining in the third. It's all tied up at 40. Ellsbury sends out Nathan Reed, Garrick Hill, Stephen Bodeker, Josh Drakowski, and Derek Taylor. Mark Twain. The only change I see, they have sent in number 1, Grossman. If he was in prior, I apologize, but I don't think he was. Peters muscles his way in. The shot doesn't fall. Taylor comes away with it. There's the pass to Bodeker. Bodeker for another 3, and he nails that one too. Ellsbury goes up by 3. Oh, Mark Twain throws. No, I thought they threw it away. They're saying last touched by Ellsbury. Jake Reimel comes in for Drakowski. Epperson comes in for Peters. And now Neff inbounds to Grossman at the high post. Grossman was surprised to come away with it, but feeds Barton for the layup. That brings Mark Twain within 1. Bodeker wanted another 3, but he pulled up. Got it into the hands of Taylor. Taylor now to Reimel on the right side. Reimel to Reed. Reed's going to drive it all the way in. And the shot doesn't fall. This time he does get the foul. That's on Grossman. Grossman's first. Reed from the stripe, hits the first, putting Ellsbury back up by 2. The next one rattles out. It's rebounded by Epperson for Mark Twain, 44-42. Neff on the outside takes a couple extra steps. Ellsbury's going to get it back with 6.1 remaining in the third. Reimel with the pass into Bodeker. They got to hurry. Bodeker for 3. Oh! It's off the back of the rim. He had a good look, and that looked like it was destined to fall. But at the buzzer, it is 44-42 Ellsbury, excuse me. We'll be back.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
All right, Ellsbury sends out Bodeker, Anthony, Hill, Kelly, and Drakowski. Mark Twain sends out Eckler, Barton, Epperson, Neff, and Peters. Garrick Hill draws the blocking foul. There's the pass into Hill from Jerkowski. Jerkowski kicks it out to Bodeker. Bodeker nails another three. He is on fire. It's 47-42. The bounce into Barton. Barton's turnaround won't fall. And the foul's going to go against Peters, his third. All right, Bodeker brings it across the timeline, hands it off to Jerkowski. Jerkowski to Hill over on the left. Hill with nowhere to go finds Anthony at the top of the key. And now Jerkowski with the bounce intended for Bodeker. It didn't quite make it, but Coach Twellman is impressed with the effort. Josh Jerkowski with the foul, his second. Eckler loses it off the dribble. It ends up in the hands of Peters, but now Mark Twain called for 3 seconds, so it doesn't matter. There's Mark Twain with a steal from Bodeker. And now Eckler's fouled on the layup attempt by Trevor Anthony. No, Bodeker, his first. I thought he said 5-4 fans, I'm sorry. Eckler hits the first, making it a 4-point game as Derek Taylor comes in for Bodeker. Eckler misses the second. Garrick Hill, with the rebound. Nice pass. Down court to Michael Kelly, who was already underneath and laid it in easily. It's 49-43. Peters loses it out of bounds, and Ellsbury's going to get it back. Trevor Anthony fouled at the high post. That's on Epperson, his third. And Nathan Reed is going to check back in for Ellsbury. Michael Kelly sits down. Jerkowski with the dangerous lob into Hill, who barely gets control of it before he kicks it back out to Taylor. Taylor steps away from the top of the key, goes to his right and finds Reed. Reed to Jerkowski for three, no good, it's off the rim. Rebounded by Eckler, and here comes Mark Twain. Oh, Eckler dribbled into some trouble there. He finally got rid of it to Peters. And now Barton with the bounce into Epperson. Epperson has it knocked away by Trevor Anthony, and here comes Derek Taylor all the way in. No, the handoff to Anthony, who can't get the shot to fall, but he's fouled by Barton. And Stephen Bodeker is set to check back into this one. Anthony hits the first, Ellsbury goes up by 7. Make that 8 as Anthony hits them both. It's 51-43. About 5.5 minutes remaining. Trevor Anthony has come out. Nathan Reed is in for him. Peters at the high post, swings his way inside. Gets the bucket and the foul. The foul is on Garrick Hill. Peters makes good. It's now a 5-point lead, 51-46. Ellsbury on the outside now. Bodeker loses it but recovers. And the pass, I don't know who it was intended for. Derek Taylor ends up with it down underneath and gets it to fall. Peters, the 2 doesn't fall, rebounded by Barton. The layup doesn't fall. Ellsbury comes away with it. And Derek Taylor is fouled by Eckler. Neff comes back in for Mark Twain as number 23. McLeod takes a seat. Garrick Hill drives the baseline, can't get it to fall, gets the rebound and fights for the putback. Ellsbury up by 9. Mark Twain for 3, no good. Rebounded by Peters. The putback had a little too much on it and didn't fall. And now Eckler called for the foul. All right, Nathan Reed misses from the stripe. It stays 55-46. There's the pass into Peters at the high post. And the foul on Trevor Anthony will send Peters to the stripe. Eckler comes out. And McLeod goes back in for Mark Twain. All right, the shot falls for Mark Twain, bringing them within 8. The second one misses. Trevor Anthony has the rebound. Nathan Reed lost it temporarily. It was a great save. And Ellsbury, no, I stand corrected. Mark Twain is going to get it back. Jerkowski comes out. Hill is back in for the Indians. And now Neff feeds McLeod. McLeod dribbles in. Or was it Barton? It was Barton. The short two didn't fall, and Ellsbury has it back. Derek Taylor all the way in, and then Ellsbury kicks it out. Nathan Reed drains the three. Peters is going to get the foul, but not the shot. The foul would be against Nathan Reed. He's hit some big three-point shots tonight, but otherwise, tonight has not been Nathan Reed's night. He's frustrated, visibly. And that's his fourth foul. Peters misses, it's off the front, rebounded by Garrick Hill. Bodeker with the bounce into Taylor. Taylor kicks it back out to Trevor Anthony. And now Nathan Reed on the outside finds Taylor again. Hill goes to the glass off the feed from Derek. No good. Mark Twain with the rebound. Oh, Peters has it knocked away by Trevor Anthony. And now Anthony, apparently with a technical foul. For what? I don't know. He must have said something. Ellsbury's crowd not happy and letting him know it. Trevor Anthony takes a seat. That's his fourth. Peters hits the shot. It's 58-49. Peters on the baseline, muscles it in, and it's 58-51. Mark Twain still trailing. They take a timeout.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
A minute 57 remaining. Ellsbury up by 7. Nathan Reed inbounds to Taylor, and Taylor had to work to get it out of the backcourt, but he did. And now Neff fouls Bodeker, who will go to the line. Bodeker's first bucket rattles in. It's 59-51. The second one rattles out, but he gets his rebound. And now Coach Twellman takes a timeout. The second Bodeker gets his hands on the ball. And he is having quite a night. We're going to stay with you. Coming out of the timeout, Ellsbury sends Bodeker, Kelly, Taylor, Reed, and Hill. Bodeker inbounds to Kelly over on the right side, who's quickly fouled. That's number 42, Peters, his fourth. Numbers 24 and 30 come in. That is Eckler and Neff for number 1, and number 23, that's Grossman and McLeod. Kelly's first hits the front and then bounces in. Ellsbury is up by 9. The score 60-51. Pardon me. Kelly misses the second. Here comes Mark Twain all the way to the glass. It doesn't fall. Peters has the rebound. His putback doesn't fall. And now Mark Twain steps out of bounds. The Indians will get it back. Nathan Reed is quickly fouled by McLeod. Reed buries the first as Jerkowski comes in for Bodeker. Number 24 and 42, Eckler and Peters come back in. (61-51) now with a minute 15 remaining. Epperson can't get the shot, but does draw the foul. McLeod and Grossman will check back in. Epperson misses the first off the back. Peters takes a seat, as did, I believe, Eckler. Epperson missed both. Garrick Hill with the rebound, and Nathan Reed is fouled by Epperson. Reed makes good on the first. Peters and Eckler come back in. McLeod and Grossman take a seat. Reed hits them both. It is a 12-point Ellsbury lead. Just over a minute remaining. Mark Twain for three, no good. It's rebounded by Reed, who is fouled by Eckler. And now another technical on Eckler. It's his fifth, so he's done. Reed hits the first, 64-51 now. Misses the second. Reed inbounds to Hill in the backcourt. Under a minute now. Reed with another risky pass, this time to Taylor over on the left side. Taylor has it and swings back around. He's pushed by Barton. That's Barton's second. Taylor hits the first from the stripe at 65-51. The next one is off the front, rebounded by Mark Twain. Mark Twain for three, it's no good. Nathan Reed has just come out. Stephen Bodeker has gone in. Jake Reimel is going in for Derek Taylor. Peters fights it in for Mark Twain. Michael Kelly struggles to get it across, but does. And now Garrick Hill to Bodeker. Bodeker wanted the three or to drive the lane. He backed up instead. All right, that is going to do it as Michael Kelly hangs onto the ball. And Ellsbury has a 65-53 win, and we'll be back in just a second.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, fans, we are back with tonight's People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game, Stephen Bodeker. And Stephen, first things first, can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
All right, sometimes that doesn't happen, and I've been losing my voice a lot this week, so that's good to know. I'm not going to keep you up here very long. I don't think I've ever interviewed you before in one of these. You always seem to me like one of those guys who hung back a little bit, but at the right moment could turn on the juice and amaze everybody. You did that a little bit tonight. Those 2 or 3 3-point buckets pretty much, I don't want to say got us back in the game or kept us in the game, but they certainly shifted the momentum there when we needed it badly. And it does not appear to me like we lost that momentum after you had regained it for us. What did you know about this Mark Twain team coming in, and how did you adjust your game to have such a more dominant presence here tonight?
Well, we came off a 2-loss battle against North Callaway and the last team we played, and we knew we needed a win. It helped us. It's motivating us towards districts. So we just played as a team, got hyped when other people scored. That's all we wanted.
Was there a script written for you tonight to step up and do that, or did you just look for the right opportunity?
Look for the right opportunity.
What does it mean for you? This is basically the last boys regular season game at home. What did it mean for you to leave that kind of a footprint here tonight?
We host districts, so look forward to that at districts.
Now that we've seen what you can do, are you going to look to gun the ball like that a little bit more often?
Yeah, I'm more confident in my shot now.
Well, it looked like it's your shot. You fall into that stride real easy when it's yours. You know, you can tell when you're going to have that kind of a night, and you came alive tonight. So congratulations once again, Stephen Bodeker. You are tonight's People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game. Congratulations on the win, and good job personally here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, fans, well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Once again, congratulations to Ellsbury on their 65-53 win over Mark Twain. And congratulations to Stephen Bodeker, who was tonight's People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game. We will be back on the air Monday night here when our girls play against Bowling Green, a game that was set to have happened earlier this week but was canceled because of the potential for oncoming severe weather. So until Monday night, have a good night, a good weekend, and thanks for watching.